Here you are, Brian. Just make sure the accelerometer faces away from the shield. Let me actually recenter it so you don't put the camera either. Yes, sure. Yeah, that's part of the game is we gave you little wind-ups. You wouldn't break anything. All right, let's get a big 5 countdown again. I want to hear everybody this time. I saw a lot of not counting last time. And I know you all know how to count. You're at an engineering conference. Let's get a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, my. All right. That's fine. It's just attached with black. So we'll bring that back into DIAdem, and we can compare and see the exact same information. We actually have the max acceleration that the baseball bat experienced, and we can calculate from that the force that Brian was putting on the shield. And so we'll take that back into the lab view, and we can compare the two, and we can see a list of everyone who took the shield so far. And we can see a list of everyone who hit the shield so far, and we can even compare these people to people who did it yesterday. We can compare them to even when John Groff was hitting it as part of the keynote and see who is stronger. We had a little girl, a little 3-year-old girl doing it yesterday, so we can see if she was stronger than you. You never know. She has some big muscles. Just throwing it up there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, this is everybody who's hit the shield so far, and we've had a lot of people, so it's a bit condensed, and we can select the 2 people that we just had, Winston and Brian. Ta-da-da! Ta-da! Brian barely edged you out. Tough break, next time. So that's pretty much the Deadliest Warrior bit. Now we're going to get into what everyone really came here to see, stuff blend. So what we have here is a blend type blender. The same things that you see at willetblend.com where they blend iPhones, marbles, whatever. It's an $800 consumer blender. I want to know who spends that much on a margarita maker. But there are people out there. So does anybody have anything with them they'd like to see blend? We did a cell phone earlier today that was still on and it caught a little on fire. So that's what you got to top here. Nothing. If you don't have anything, we have a PCI MCIA card that we're going to blend. These things are on their way out. Who still uses these? Nobody. We're all switching to PXI, right? All right. So we're going to blend this. And we're going to do the same thing. We have an accelerometer strapped up to the blender basket. And I'll actually move our high-speed camera over there, too. Well, I'm just going to hold it because the cable doesn't reach that far. So what we do is we have an accelerometer set in this bucket, and we can tell when big chunks are going to be hitting the side of the bucket, and so we can tell how hard the blender had to work to shred up this card. Let's get a will it blend chant going. Let's get a will it blend, will it blend, will it blend, will it blend, will it? It is blending. A lot of smoke. Our cards are apparently no match for the blender. Very nice. Let's get that dumped out. And you'll notice that actually that data was also brought into DIAdem. So if we wanted, we could blend a bunch of different materials and compare them all together. But we only have so many DAC cards to blend. So we'll actually do this favor. That does not smell good. So I don't think that would do any data acquisition for you anymore. You might have some grounding issues. Any questions about DIAdem or Deadliest Warrior or the Will It Blend? And actually, you can come talk to us afterwards. And you'll also notice I'm wearing a WaterlooLabs.com lab coat. And what this is a DIY group. Steven's a part of it as well. And we do simple DIY projects with cheap NI hardware. This week, we came out this morning with one where we play a first-person shooter game with real guns. We project the game up into a wall, and we're unloading a Silence 22 into the wall, and we can generate a mouse click and actually play the game with real guns. So check that out at WaterlooLabs.com. You can ask us if you have any questions about that as well. Have a great day, guys.